for the score. Hey, one time for the one time. I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation. All the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
Another done. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was dead wrong. Throwing out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. We down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been there before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun. I think my end just begun. Another one last time, please ya. Now I ain't live to please y'all. Ain't got no plans to be through. With this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool. Nah, I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue. At least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume. But I'm just days that refuse. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst of the guess. What my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I blend. Off in the back where I... Yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I... Another one, another one, another one.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world.
Here comes the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta. His 6 fights against Sugar Ray Robinson have gone down in boxing legend. There's no one tougher than this man. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the Bronx, New York, with 106 fights in his remarkable career, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the middleweight champion of the world, known as the Raging Bull, introducing Jake LaMotta.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't...
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That right hook's already working well. Swing and a miss with the jab. beautiful counter shot. No rest for the weary. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Tom. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
The straight right just misses. This is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this, because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
That counter shot lands. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw the hook, didn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about LaMotta in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like...
Here we go for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. They both want a knockout, you can tell. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They exchange punches. Which fighter will say no mas? And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Crawford is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Sure why he's not using his reach advantage.
Todd, I was a fighter that had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, it just really befuddles your opponent, because when they think you're out of range, bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of a jab, it takes and befuddles a fighter.
offense all the time. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of defense here at all. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about LaMotta in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every guy.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Just missed with that hook. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
The straight right just misses. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Straight right just misses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That right uppercut misses. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about LaMotta in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go to the 4th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter shot. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Look back in the history books. some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Done with that counter shot. Crawford in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Beautiful counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Nice counter punch right up the middle. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about LaMotta in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And he's going to be confident now.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get tricked.
So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Catch and shoot. Jab does not score. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there, and you're letting the shots go. You've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's all about LaMotta in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Leaves a knockout.
On to the 6th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. A lot of effort being exerted here. There's a counter shot. Oh, the Raging Bull in real trouble. And the Raging Bull is down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.